Morning world, it's about 11 a.m. It's the 25th of May 2017. It's a void moon at the moment. The moon's at the end of Taurus. It's going to shift sign in about 1.5 hours time. And then the moon's going to move into Gemini in preparation for tonight's new moon at 8:44, 8:45, 8:46 p.m. UK time. The Gemini new moon, it's a nice one. It's looking good. There's no major problems to the sun or the moon, and it's not exactly what I call a stimulating or exciting dark moon or new moon, but it is fairly healthy in itself. So I'm not anticipating any new big problems at the personal level, at least, coming in for the world. Of course, Mars is still opposite Saturn, ongoing, continuing for the next 4 or 5 days, creating a lot of situations where people can easily become irritable, volatile, frustrated, angry, irrational even. Some of the comments on my blog have been particularly vitriolic in the last few days, but hey, it makes me question sometimes. And seeing as we're on a void moon, why not I just ramble for a little bit? The nature of belief. What makes people believe or disbelieve the way they do? The world seems to be full of people to whom it's really important that other people believe what they believe, because it probably vindicates them. And it doesn't matter whether that's a belief system, a theology, a dogma, a religion, a practice, whether it's astrology. I don't ask anyone to believe in astrology. Anyone who believes in astrology full stop, probably a bit narrow-minded actually. I would go so far as to say that in the true logical literal sense of the word, I don't believe in astrology. I don't have faith in astrology because I know astrology works. I've been doing it for 40 years, and it's not as if I do this to convert people. I do this purely for the love of astrology. I have enough clients. I have a good life. I'm very fortunate. I struggled most of my life to get to where I am, but in the last 2 or 3 years, I've started really finally turning my life around, and I actually feel quite pleased, and I'm not so much proud, but content with myself. And astrology has become a major part of that contentment. So I don't believe in it because I know it works. It works for me. And it seems to work for the vast majority of my clients, especially those who regularly come back, for which I am grateful, because it gives me an adequate living, which I'm grateful. But belief at the end of the day is down to the individual. There is no one who can force anyone else to believe anything unless the person wants to be convinced or indoctrinated. There are some people out there who are so insecure or unsure of themselves that they're desperately looking for something or someone to believe in, so that they've got something to pin themselves onto, so that they can find something solid in their life. But inevitably and invariably, once that belief in someone or something else starts becoming questionable, then those beliefs falter. Either that or they become more and more rabid and fundamentalist. And I think it's necessary, I can't say what's necessary. I think it's a good idea for people to realise that they choose what they believe. You choose to believe in something or someone, and therefore at any time you can choose not to believe either. Belief is a self-determined thing. And that's why, in reality, there's 7 billion different versions of God. And everyone's got their own relationship with divinity and the divine, however they choose it to be. Me, I choose to see astrology as a system of self-growth, self-acknowledgement, self-recognition, and the ability to be able to influence myself in the most positive of ways. At least, that's the intention behind it. And I shall continue doing that as well. So, if, it's an if for you. If you had to choose the colour that describes you most accurately, which colour would it be? I used to love the colour of the sun, the golden, the deep golden yellow of the sun. These days I've become more and more attracted to the kind of violet stroke magenta. But when you blend gold and magenta together, it does bring a sense of, I don't know, beauty and love into my mind. These days I go for magenta almost as much as I do gold, but gold is really my colour. What's yours? I'll be fascinated to know. All right, world, that's it for today. Catch you later. Bye.